In the context of software engineering, the term after action review can be rephrased as the sprint review, to use the Agile Scrum methodology term. The word sprint in this context is referring to the set time period which the development team has set aside to work on a pre selected task or multiple tasks. To learn more about the origin of Agile Scrum, look at my video on the book review about Scrum. The review is the time and place for the team to talk about what they accomplished during the sprint and to demonstrate what they did during the sprint. In the context of this tutorial series, we will go over what we've learned thus far since we demonstrated the numbers guessing game in the previous video. We will start with Series 1 since I did not do a review for Series 1. So in Series 1, we learned how to install Rust on our development computer. Rust provides us with a curl command to easily set up from the command line and how to uninstall Rust if we figure out that it's not for us. We got our proverbial feet wet with the Hello Rustation command line application. We learn about the cargo package manager and how it can be leveraged from the command line in multiple ways. Remember that you can run the command cargo, C-A-R-G-O, and press enter in the command line, and it'll give you all the command that's associated with the cargo command. For example, build, check, clean, update, etc., publish, etc. We learned how to import external crates from the Rust standard library. We got an introduction to the let keyword and how it's used when we declare immutable and mutable variables. We learn how to print information to the console. We learn about Rust version history and its significance. We got an intro, a really basic intro to Rust debugging in VS Code Integrated Development Environment, or co-editor. We talked about creating a learning strategy for ourselves. And then in Series 2, we use Cargo to create another command line application, reinforcing what we've learned thus far. We got an intro to reading user input from the command line. We got an intro to Rust documentation, how to use it to help us with what we need in our application. We learned how to generate documentation locally for the crates that we've imported. We looked at Rust's built-in functions and how we can import it and use it from the standard library. We got an introduction to variable shadowing, and which is used to cast one data type to another. We got an intro to loops, infinite loops in Rust. We got an intro to how to gracefully handle invalid user inputs and provide the user feedback loop. Got an intro to Lambda functions and closures in Rust. And we talked briefly about release builds and deployment options for different operating systems for command line applications. That's it for now. We will continue with a retrospective in the next video. Thanks for watching.